My name is Stefan Thompson. I'm a composer, and I'm here for the premiere of my newest work, Forward, Upward, Onward, Together. So this piece represents a lot, not just to me, but to my family, to my country, and by extension, the entire Caribbean, because this represents a new way of tackling traditional Caribbean music and more specifically traditional Bahamian music. Our sound world is made up of the rake and scrape instruments, the chancanu instruments, but we've never really had an orchestra setting for our music. And so being able to take what I've grown up listening to and listening to the composers that wrote those certain Bahamian works and being able to fuse that with the traditional Western orchestra is a big deal for me and for my country. So I met Bruce back in 2022, but before that I was approached about an opportunity to compose a new work for a concert about, or highlighting Black composers. And he asked me to write anything that I wanted. And I was like, okay, what can I write? And nobody's really ever just given me free rein to write something. And I wrote something called NDE, Impressions of a Near-Death Experience, and he knocked it out of the park when he conducted it. It's exactly the way that I imagined it. And we had dinner afterward, me, the other composers, and Bruce, and a lot of people from Berkeley. And he said, yeah, I'm gonna get you to write something for my orchestra. I was like, you have an orchestra? He said, yeah, I have an orchestra. Like an orchestra? He said, yeah, an orchestra. Then I looked him up like even further, and he actually conducted the orchestra of Groton Hill, and now the Vista Philharmonic Orchestra. And so, you know, he contacted me about this work specifically about 2 years ago, and he said, why not try to do something Bahamian? Why not try to, I'm like, oh, I didn't want to be that guy that is gonna, the Bahamian guy writing Bahamian music for orchestra, because I was afraid of how it was gonna turn out, because, you know, nobody's ever done that before. And he, you know, listened to it, he said, yep, this sounds good, and he took it, and it's gonna sound incredible tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. Right now, I am working on a PhD and I'm teaching young composers right now. I am excited to just work more and more in producing Bahamian influenced orchestral music. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen next. I'm hoping that this presents a new opportunity.